Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well today. Dan the Ultra Dad here, back to my favorite training grounds here at Twin Creek near my house. Today just gonna go out for a pretty easy, I think like a 3 to 4 mile run. I'm just easing back into it after the Mohican 100. Speaking of which, I hope you enjoyed my video that I posted yesterday, I think, from the first half, part 1 of the Mohican 100. And so today I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about some behind the scenes stuff, let you know, I don't know, some things that may not be in the video, but overall, oh man, the beginning of that race was just absolutely amazing. And if you've ever thought about doing the Mohican 100, great race, highly recommend, especially if you live in the Midwest area. It's just so close and so easy to get to. Just north of Columbus, Ohio. Actually, it's kind of between Columbus and Cleveland, Ohio. You know, within about 25 minutes from a major highway, so really easy to get to and very easy to crew. So just highly recommend. If you haven't checked it out yet, definitely do so next year in 2023. All right, let's get some running in and I'll kind of give you a few behind the scenes thoughts about that race. So just over a mile into my workout, and let me tell you a couple things about the Mohican 100 that you may not have seen from my video. So number one, shockingly, I didn't listen to music, and I just thought about this. I pretty much didn't listen to music at all during my running miles, and so 54 miles, which is very surprising to me because typically I listen to music a lot when I run, and I did bring my headphones. I brought my phone. I had the capability to do it, but maybe that's just a sign of how much fun I had with the people around me who were running the race. So many of you stopped by to say hi. You know, that's before, during, and after the race. Thank you so much. It was so much fun to meet you. A little embarrassing, honestly, because it's like, you know, I'm a small YouTuber, but I really enjoy what I do. And I just thank you for stopping by and saying hi. It definitely is encouraging to continue what I'm doing, and so thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. But it was awesome to see all of you do so well at this race. You know, we'll talk more about the DNF rate and stuff like that later, but the weather was amazing. You heard that like 10 times, I think I said in the video, so that was definitely true. Very dry and not very hot. So in fact, I would say cool, especially in the morning. It was quite cool. So anyway, so that's something that I thought was interesting about my run, that I didn't listen to music at all. So as I'm running these hills here out at Twin Creek, another little tidbit from my Mohican 100 from behind the scenes. I'd say the first 45 miles, I don't think I ran a single uphill during the race. And this is something that is definitely highly recommended. I think most average Joe type 100-miler athletes like myself would recommend that, because, you know, over 100 miles, that's a lot of vertical gain to be running up and down, and it can just destroy your quads and get your heart rate just way too high. So highly recommend doing that. Unfortunately, I think I alluded to this in my other video, my breakdown of the race. I didn't do that. I did it consistently through the first 45 miles, But then at one point, and it kind of ties into my last comment, I put in music and I started to increase my pace, started running up hills. And that was a huge, huge mistake at that stage in the race. Now, if you're at mile 80 and you're in great shape, hey, go for it, you'll make it. But halfway through the race, not a good plan at all. So again, a little more behind the scenes. That was probably what had the most to do with my issues with this year's Mohican 100. It just put me over my limit and started to drag me down into a hole. So shout out to my brother Will, who was pretty clear about telling me this is not a good idea. In fact, I think at one point he told me he wasn't gonna do it, and he finished the race, so with a great time. So I should have listened to my brother. Thanks, bro. Should have listened to you. But you know, sometimes you just get carried away when you're at a huge event and you're so excited. It's tough. So anyway, all right, let's keep going. Hello again. So one final little bit of behind the scenes information from the Mohican 100. I think before the race I told you that I would be using Gatorade almost exclusively as my hydration strategy. And it's because during my road marathon earlier this year at the Flying Pig, I drank that at pretty much every aid station, you know, mixed with water, Gatorade water, and it worked really well. Well, I'm gonna say not again for a 100-miler. I can't tell you how much I was wishing and just wishing I brought a big bag of Naked Tailwind for the second half of the race. My brother had some Tailwind, he offered it to me, thanks bro, but it had flavoring, and man, at that point flavoring was too much for my stomach to handle. And so I just really wish that I would have brought Naked Tailwind, just because it goes down so easily, and most importantly, it has all the salt and electrolytes you need with very minimal flavoring. It's just nice and easy on your stomach. So for my races this fall, I'm definitely going to be doing that, and hopefully that helps my stomach a little bit. So I think I'll try Gatorade in the beginning of the race, but at some point I have to make that transition and probably need to figure out, you know, when to do that before my stomach starts to sour. So. Anyway, so those are a few behind the scenes things that happened at the Mohican 100. I'll probably have another video like this after part 2 comes out, which will probably be next week sometime. And very excited for that. Thank you very much for watching my first part. I mean, my friend Ryan Day from I Run on Beer, check out his YouTube channel. He said it best in the comments that I think he said something like, paraphrasing here, that the video reflected how we felt in the first half of the race when we were running together, all of us, the group that we had. It was just so much fun, man. It was so fun, and it's the kind of experience that keeps me coming back for more. So anyway, I hope your training's going well. Hope you're having a good time out there. The weather, it's hot and humid now. In fact, I think I became some kind of mosquito magnet here in the past 15 minutes. But man, I really love the summer. This is the season, man. It's so exciting to be running races again and to be running together. Man, it's just so nice, so exciting, so much fun. And I hope you're experiencing the same things. So, all right, I'm gonna finish this run up, get back to work. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day. Oh, and we'll catch you in the next one.